and this week's topic is, how did you lose your virginity? Let's see, how did Nightmare Juggalo lose his virginity? Well, let's see, it started in 6th grade. I started dating this girl. We went out for about a month and a half. And every time I went to school, she was all over me. We would get yelled at from the teachers because every time she made out with me, she would pull up my shirt and shit like that. So me and her got in a lot of trouble. And then one day, we went to school for like 3 hours. And then come lunchtime, we had lunchtime around like 12:30. We ended up skipping school and left the building. So we ended up going back to her place and shit like that. Her parents wasn't at home, and she lived right across the street from the school. Which I'm really surprised the principal didn't fucking come over, because the principal knew exactly where she lived. Which is kind of funny that she didn't come over there. But we started cuddling and shit like that, and making out, and just watching this movie. I don't remember what fucking movie we were watching. But she started kissing me on my neck. We started making out. Then we ended up falling asleep. And then we wake up and it was time for fucking school to get out. And we was like, oh shit. So we walked over to the school. And she was talking to her best friend, Nicole. And I was talking to a couple of my homies. So she came over and said, let's go back to my place. And she had her best friend with her. So I was like, oh shit, let's go. And I told my homies I would hit them up later. Because we were supposed to go bowling that following day with the homies. So we're going over to her place with her, me, and her best friend Nicole. Now, I knew that my girlfriend that I was dating at the time was bi, and she was into other girls. So I was like, oh hell yeah. And then they went in the bathroom or something and closed the door, and I was just chilling up in her room, bumping some music. And they called me in the bathroom, and they started making out with each other and kissing on each other's neck, and started making out with me, making out with each other. And then we end up going in the room, and she had a waterbed, so we like jumped on it and was going like this on the waterbed. And they started making out with each other, taking their clothes off and shit like that. Then they brought me into the mix of it, and we took all our clothes off, was feeling on each other and shit like that. And as one was going down on me, the other girl sat on top of my face, and yeah. Well, let's just say that I lost my virginity and had my first threesome all on the same day. And I fucked both of them. And we got done. Cuddled for about 2.5 hours. Laying there naked for 2.5 hours. And then her mom was getting ready to come home, so we got dressed. And this was about the time that we were supposed to go bowling with a couple homies. So before her mom got home, we smoked a blunt outside on the porch. And then we headed up to the bowling alley that was up the street from the school. And met up with a couple homies and went bowling. And as I was throwing one of the balls down the lane, it ended up breaking in two pieces. So there was two pieces of the ball going down the fucking lane of the bowling alley. And I ended up getting a strike, which is fucking hilarious with two pieces of the bowling ball being broke. Then we ended up we finished bowling with the homies, and a bunch of homies had to go home and shit, so we ended up going back to her place. And then going in her room, just chilling. And then she told me that she was in the mood again. So we ended up fucking for like an hour and a half. And we got done. Fell asleep. And her mom went somewhere to like the grocery store or something. And her dad wasn't home yet because he worked until like 9, 10 o'clock at night. So we fell asleep. Woke up. I got dressed. Chilled for about 30 more minutes. And then I decided to go home, kiss her goodbye, told her I loved her and shit like that. And then I ended up going home. And then I got home at like 9, 10 o'clock because I had to walk home. And I got home, went to sleep for a couple hours, woke up at like 4 in the morning, and I found out that I had missing calls from her. So I was like, what the fuck? And I ended up looking at my text messages, and she was texting me all kinds of shit, sending me nudes, sending me this. So I was like, okay, I can't go back to sleep now. So I ended up calling her, talking to her until we had to go to school the following day. And it was like 6:30 in the morning. So I told her I had to get off the phone and take a shower and get ready for school and shit like that. Then the next day I went to school and she was waiting outside for me when we get dropped off from the buses. And she goes, like, she sees me and she starts running and jumps on me and starts kissing me. And I'm like, damn, you couldn't have done that much. And she's like, don't go there. Don't make me go there. And that's about it for my how did Nightmare lose his virginity. That's my story. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Had a couple laughs and shit like that. But that is my story about how I lost my virginity. I lost my virginity and had my first threesome in the same motherfucking day. But this has been another episode of Real Nightmare Juggalo. How he lost his virginity. And I don't know what next week's topic's gonna be, but this week's topic was how did you lose your virginity? And this has been on the Juggalo Day channel. Like and subscribe. Share the videos. Tell your homies. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button on our videos. Enjoy our content on the channel. But this has been another video with Nightmare Juggalo on Thursdays. I will be uploading this when I'm done. So it's like 3 in the morning. So y'all probably won't see it until later. But this is Nightmare Juggalo.